You might be asking too much. If we want to eat with you, we will. But if we just want some peace over the holidays and we don't want to put up with your trolling while we eat our tofurkey, get over it. Stop acting like we owe you. And for God's sakes, stop whining. It's embarrassing. Our Thanksgiving, our choice.
Unhinged race grifter Joy Reid goes on a joyless rant to tell Trump voters that they are a bunch of whiners and should not be invited to their families for Thanksgiving if they're just going to troll them. Imagine being so full of bile and hate that you would tell people to avoid their families over politics, of all things. And to be fair, if Joy Reid wasn't my family, actually, I probably would skip Thanksgiving with her too, because she's absolutely insufferable. And by the way, I don't actually hear any Trump voters whining at all. I don't know what on earth she's talking about. You know, I don't know where she got that idea. But let's get back into this here and listen to her unhinged rant and then what Michael Knowles has to say about it.
Some other lib women are taking their anger out on their conservative family members by refusing to dine with them at Thanksgiving.
Hold on, let me check my notes. Yes. Don't want to have turkey dinner with the people screaming, "Your body, my choice." Make your own dinner, MAGA. Make your own sandwiches. Wipe your own tears. Troll amongst yourselves with Elon and leave us alone. You got your heart's desire, the president you dreamed of, and worship instead of Jesus. And this time, you didn't even have to storm the Capitol, smash the windows, or try to kill police officers or issue death threats to poll workers. See? You did it just by voting this time. Congrats. You got your way. And he even got away with breaking the law. Yay. But if you expect the 73 million who voted for the prosecutor, not the felon, and particularly the 92% of black women who voted for Kamala to give you a cookie for your vote, a trophy, a hug, a high five, you might be asking too much. If we want to eat with you, we will. But if we just want some peace over the holidays and we don't want to put up with your trolling while we eat our tofurkey, get over it. Stop acting like we owe you. And for God's sakes, stop whining. It's embarrassing. Our Thanksgiving, our choice.
Our Thanksgiving, our choice. Just as incorrect as the line that Joy Reid is aping here, which is our body, our choice. The notion that you have a right to kill your child or something. Both of those statements are incorrect. Thanksgiving is not about your choice. Some of you, I suspect, had contentious conversations with your liberal family members over Thanksgiving. Some of you might not have been invited to Thanksgiving. Or some of you might have had liberal family members decline to come to Thanksgiving. I've heard it happen personally. It seems particularly bad this year. Even the gate agent, I was speaking to a gate agent when I was at the airport flying to go visit my family, and the gate agent said, yeah, fewer people seem to be traveling for Thanksgiving this year. Or when they travel, they're going on vacation. They're not going to see their family members. It's very strange. Thanksgiving doesn't seem to be what it once was. That's what the gate agent told me. And I think it's because of this error, that fundamental error. Our Thanksgiving, our choice. No. Holidays are not about individual autonomy. You don't go to visit your family at Thanksgiving or Christmas or whenever because that is the thing that is most pleasing to you, the individual. It would probably be more pleasing to you, the individual, to go get a drink with your friends, or to not travel with lots of children, or to not see that cousin that you don't like, or that would probably be more pleasing to you individually. You go to holidays with your family because family is good. And family is the bedrock political unit. And the demands of family supersede your individual preferences.
Very good points Michael Knowles is making here. Of course, family is the bedrock of our society, of our civilization, the fundamental unit. And of course, leftists, leftists in particular, Marxists, explicitly feminists, that is, what the core tenet of feminism originally was to destroy the patriarchy, which in effect means ultimately destroying the family and the natural order of things, where the father, the man, is the head of the family, and the breadwinner, and the wife raises the children and keeps the home. That is well, we have seen the results of that. And in any case, apart from that, as Michael Knowles says, you get together with family because they are your family. Now, of course, there will be exceptions. There are horrible, abusive families and, horrible and abusive grown-up children too, I'm sure, who have split apart just because, I mean, if I grew up with abusive parents, I probably wouldn't want to go visit them either. But that's nothing to do with not visiting your family because you vote differently. You vote for a different president. Vote for a different candidate for president. It's absolutely nonsensical and ridiculous. Now, I do understand the point of not discussing politics at family get-togethers. For example, in my case, I've said, if you've been watching my stuff, you've heard me say that my entire extended family, like literally every single person in my family I know, which is not that big compared to some, but still, on both sides, father's side and mother's side, are all liberals of some type. From old school Democrats, I would say, to outright woketards, progressives, liberals, leftists, anti-white, we need to get rid of whiteness. We embrace all trans ideology, somewhere along that spectrum. All of my family members will fall. I am the only outlier in my entire family. And we have learned, basically over the years, because they would talk about politics amongst themselves, and they basically all agree with each other. So it's very great. Oh, and they're all watching Rachel Maddow. Whenever I go back to America, I'm astonished and appalled by how much television, not only how much television, say, my parents would watch, but the abysmal quality of it and just the mind-numbing, oppressive nature of it. It's like it creates this whole atmosphere in the house. I despise it. Sometimes I try to watch it with them because I want to see what the other team is talking about, but I just can't watch American television. I mean, television's bad enough, but the state of American television these days, and of course when you're watching nonstop Rachel Maddow and what's his face, that Brit, I'm blanking on him now. Sorry, John Oliver. Anyway, you know who I mean, that type of stuff. I mean, and it can happen on the other side too, but if I tried to argue, if I tried to discuss politics with them, no, they would just shut down, or they would hate me for having an opposite view to them. So over the years, we've, just agreed to not talk about politics ever. Not just at family get-togethers, not just over Thanksgiving and Christmas, but at all. So that's what I would recommend. I love my family otherwise. Some people I like more than others, but I would never think of cutting them out, like a lot of the liberals and leftists have been saying this holiday season. Let's get back to what Michael Knowles is saying here.
At least some of the time. That's why you go. That last sentence there tells you the whole story. Our Thanksgiving, our choice. If we don't want to eat with you, if we want to eat with you, we will, but if we want some peace, get over it. Stop acting like we owe you. No, you do owe your family things. You owe it to your family. You have obligations. It's not just all about you, honey. It's not all about you, sister.
Yeah, typical liberalism, leftism there. The atomization of individuals. Yeah, man, I'm just doing what I feel is right. Just be yourself, man. Very hippie-ish, but it goes much further back than that. Why do I need these obligations, these chains, man? They're just holding me back, man. No, you do have family obligations. I agree 100%.
It's not all about the individual. This is why, though, there is no point in arguing with family members who don't want to have Thanksgiving with you. With the Joy Reids of your family, there's no point in arguing with them. You're going to be tempted to argue with them. You're going to be tempted to say, no, actually, you don't understand. Trump's immigration policy is actually the just and lawful immigration policy. Or, no, you don't understand. Actually, we don't want to trans the kids because we think it's also bad for the kids and because of this and that and the other thing. It's a losing argument. There's no point in arguing these things because you and the Joy Reids of your family fundamentally disagree over family. That's the issue. It's not any of the individual political issues that you might disagree on. It's the more basic issue. What is family? What are the demands of family? What is the good of family? Is family good? That's what you're disagreeing over. And you're not going to, maybe it's a much longer conversation to try to persuade this family member that family is good, but it's a much deeper, more fundamental issue. And if they say, screw it, I don't care about family. All I care about is me and my own preferences and my own comfort at any given time, and then the exercise of my own autonomy, and that's the highest good for me. Okay, that's their first principle that they're starting from. You're probably not going to talk them out of it.
Yeah, very good point. Again, I think this is quite a serious video. I mean, it's, it wasn't a discussion between two people, but I think it's important, especially this time of year, especially in the United States. It's the holiday season. So, but, everywhere in Europe too, it is important to see how the destruction, the ongoing destruction, or the attack against and destruction of the family unit is leading to what we are seeing today, to the degeneration and destruction of our societies. And it all starts with the family. Michael Knowles makes a great point. Don't argue about individual issues. If you want to talk about something, or if there's going to be a talk about something like that, the importance of family in society. For the individuals within the family to form a stronger unit, for families within a community to form a community, and for those communities to form a nation. That's what's important. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think it's quite a serious video, actually. I mean, a lot of people could stand to remember this, myself included. Like I was saying earlier, I had to go through a bit of pain with my family members. They basically just told me they don't want to hear what I have to say. It's been several years now, but okay. I said, okay, fine. I won't write Facebook posts about, so-called trans women, high school trans girls destroying girls' track records or whatever. This was years ago, like 2015, something like that. If you don't want to hear it, if that triggers you too much, I mean, they told me it did. So I said, okay, fine. I won't, what do I care if I'm not going to post that kind of stuff on Facebook? There's more important things to do. But even more important is to love your family and stay together with your family. You don't have to agree on the individual issues. And with that, I'll leave it there, guys. If you have any comments on that, please do comment. I've been reading all the comments. I can't answer them all, of course, but I do answer some. And I really appreciate it. It really helps me, helps the algorithm see that you guys are engaging with the content. In the meantime, do like and subscribe. Most of you, I've noticed in the analytics, are watching these videos, but you're not subscribers. So please subscribe, please like. It all helps.